Hey guys, it's next day after the previous video that you've seen that I uploaded. I'm going to be going to Home Depot so I can go and pick up some cord for installing the new glass and rubber that's going to be going on the GTI. There's a possibility I may be going and picking up those bumpers that I mentioned in the previous video. He should be relatively close, like up the street close. So I'm going to possibly head up there when he or if he gets back to me. And yeah, so still have to work on getting that third brake light removed. Figured I'd go and get this out of the way. That way we're pretty much prepared to get it done. So yeah, it's going to be a good and productive day. So guys, I picked up this 3/16 inch polyester rope. Good for installing the new rubber. I have here defrost connectors. I need to pop these. Would like to try to get this thing off, but since this plastic is separate and this wire goes straight into the body, I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe I can take this thing off after I get the glass out. So it actually looks like the simple sliding up motion. You see these rails right here? It slides across these rails. Internally, there's these small little springs, and it actually slides out. So when this is placed on here like this, you slide it up like that, and it'll pop right out. So yeah. Now the rear glass is out. My dad was able to help me get that out, and I'm pretty happy so far. So you can see this is the old glass. This stuff is really thin, and here it is without the rear window. Now the previous owner painted the car with the wing on here. You see this is the old stuff, and then you see the line for all the new paint. So what I'm gonna do now is remove these bits. These bits need to come off. Sand down these little areas that I just mentioned. I'm going to clay bar this whole thing so it's nice and clean and ready to have an adhesive applied to the surface. And then I'm going to use the knifeless tape to cut along this whole line and create that that matte black vinyl effect that goes around the rear hatch. After that, this in here, this is the old rubber. This is still good. This is really in really nice shape. I'm going to clean it because this is filthy. This was under the wing. You can see the difference here between this and this. I'm gonna clean it, get it ready to go back in. And this is the old hatch spoiler. If anyone wants this, I'm probably gonna be putting this up for sale. Okay, so I got the windshield wiper parts off. They're just hanging in there. They can be put back in easily with like 2 bolts. And I pulled the rear squirter nozzle off. I'm trying to keep this hose here because it's really hard to put this back on, and I'm just gonna leave it there and see if I can manage to put it back later. This guy was painted on the car. I would like to remove the paint somehow. There was some paint stripper that I was looking at getting that's for plastics that's supposed to strip the paint off without damaging the plastics. I don't know how true it is. We will see. What's really bothering me right now is we have a lot of wind, and that's not a good thing on a dirt property, especially when I'm trying to do something like this. So I'm hoping it'll die down a little bit while I do this. I want it to come out nice, so yeah, we'll see. So I grabbed microfiber cloth, water bottle, and then a clay bar. I'm gonna go get some sandpaper because I gotta get that edge off from since they painted the car with this wing on it. There's a lip, and I don't want that to be seen under the vinyl. But yeah, this is generally what I'm going to be using to get the surface clean to do this. Okay, so I've got this knifeless tape all lined up along the edge. Right here is where my seam is going to be on both sides. I have it on this side as well. About pull the tape off. I don't know how well you can tell, but this is the matte black vinyl. It's supposed to go all the way around the edge. So yeah, I'll get some better pictures of it later and put them on. Alright, so she's all installed. Looks pretty nice. You can see my seams. They're not bad. I thought that this little imperfection was dirt. Nope, that's imperfection in the paint, so that's under the paint. So there's nothing I can do. Pretty sure the rubber goes over that anyway. But yeah. Got these installed. Would like to get the paint off of this because he painted it with it on the car. But yeah, looks really nice. I am very happy. Putting the rubber inside some warm water, letting it soak for a while. I'm going to clean it up. It's all dirty, and this should make it a little more, I don't know, pliable, easier to work with. So, yeah. Rubber is on. Now we can get the cord put in, silicone put on, and it can go in the car. The rear glass is now in. Now this one isn't perfect. It was a used one off another car. You can see there's some scratching right here. I might get some resin that I can fill that in. It's better than the big massive Smile Now Cry lighter that was in the center. But yeah, and I've got an original wing up here, spoiler, trunk spoiler, that is textured and not painted, which is nice. And as I was talking about in the beginning of the video, all of this is in the matte black. You can see my seam there. and the matte black that goes all the way around here. Yep, wraps around the hatch. So it's exactly what some of the original GTIs came in. I see some that don't have it. I don't know if that's original or not, but I wanted it regardless. So I still need to get my third brake light done. You can see this right here where it's been removed. So yeah, I need to pull off those metal guides that were on that other one and adhere them on here. I'm assuming I'm going to use whatever similar stuff they use on rearview mirrors on this. So yeah, I'm going to give that a shot. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. GTI is looking good. I'm going to run to O'Reilly's eventually, maybe tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, and I'm going to get the adhesive for this third brake light. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.